How's it going, everyone? I want to cover a couple of things in this video. You can play a PlayStation 4 game absolutely free right now for the week. We'll talk about all of that. CyberPunk 2077 gets a bit of an update, the worst kept secret, quite possibly, of 2022. Need for Speed Unbound has finally been officially revealed, and after the initial, I guess you could call it leak, Serious Sam Siberian Mayhem, quick turnaround, it is available right now for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series. More on that at the end of this video. But first of all, Fallout 76 is available as a part of the Fallout 25th anniversary. You guys can play the game for the week for free, and a bunch of new content is coming to the game as well. The official post notes: enter the pit during Fallout 76's free play week. The Fallout franchise is celebrating its 25th anniversary this month, and you can join over 13 million players with Fallout 76's free play week starting now through October the 11th. That's not all. Players can dive into the pit, available now, plus the Invaders from Beyond event returns. During the free play week, newcomers can download and play Fallout 76 at no charge. That's right, you'll have access to the full basic game, including our newly released Expeditions update featuring the pit. We'll also be offering discounts on Fallout 76, not to mention the entire Fallout franchise on multiple digital platforms. And players who purchase Fallout 76 can keep their free play week progress on the same platform. Additionally, active Prime Gaming members can pick up the base Fallout 76 game free for PC and the Windows Store via Prime Gaming rewards. So if you do have an Amazon Prime subscription and you go to the Prime Gaming section, you can get a free copy of Fallout 76 along with a free copy of Middle-earth Shadow of War on GOG. So if you want to take advantage of that, be my guest. So that is going to be available for the week, and Fallout 76 is also discounted to $9.99. The Deluxe Edition is unfortunately not on sale. That's a full $60, but you can also try out the game for free for the week, and it is also included with PlayStation Plus Extra. So if you do have a Plus Extra subscription, you can play the game that way. Also, do want to note that Fallout 4 is seeing a substantial discount right now, 75% off for $4.99 for the base game, or the Game of the Year edition is 75% off for $9.99. I believe this is the deepest discount the game has ever seen, so strong recommendation at this price point. Definitely a good buy. Fallout 4, in my opinion, was the weakest of Fallout 3, New Vegas, and Fallout 4, but it was still a pretty decent game. Yeah, bugs and technical issues galore, but it's Fallout. It's a Bethesda open-world game on a PlayStation platform. That's, like, to be expected. And the game had a lot of issues on, like, pretty much every platform, but I still enjoyed my time with Fallout 4, and I think most of you guys, if you check it out, you'll have fun with it. It's just, it had an immense amount of hype. I remember it came out back in 2015, and it was one of those games. It was announced at E3, and then quick turnaround, it was released that November. Wish we could get that from Bethesda these days instead of, you know, Elder Scrolls 6 being announced, what, 7 years before the game is actually gonna come out or whatever. It's probably gonna be well over 7 years by the time Elder Scrolls 6 actually comes out, but I remember, I really like that about Fallout 4 in particular, that we got an announcement and then boom, 6 months later, the game is out. Nonetheless, if you've been missing out on it all this time, base game for $5, or the Game of the Year edition for $9.99. Good buys on both of those. Okay, some gaming news topics to talk about as well. CyberPunk 2077 team is relocating to Boston for a sequel for, well, CyberPunk 2077. As noted on Eurogamer yesterday, the Polish developer released a detailed timeline. Remember, this is the long-term timeline, so don't be expecting this stuff tomorrow. Following the announcement, CD Projekt Red's global PR director shared that the company would establish a new studio known as CD Projekt Red North America to lead its next Cyberpunk-based project. It's a newly created Boston hub, as well as the company's existing team from Vancouver. This is the studio that is being created. Obviously, Cyberpunk 2077, I don't think is going to take as long. I should say the sequel isn't going to take as long as the initial game did. Remember that they have the foundation in place. They have the fundamentals in place. I highly doubt that they're going to rebuild the game from ground up. There's a lot of refinements to be made. There's a lot of, you know, thinking about how to improve upon the initial release, because you don't want a 2077 situation. And let's be real, if the Cyberpunk 2077 sequel comes out by the time this generation is wrapping up, let's just move on to making it a PlayStation 6 and next Xbox title. How about that? Let's not, you know, try to shoehorn in a current-gen release if it doesn't make it. Do I think 2077 sequel will get a current-gen release? Yeah, I do. I don't think it's going to take, you know, 8-9 years. I am hoping, you know, like a 4-5 year turnaround period from now until the release of the 2077 sequel. Remember, it's going to take a while given that we still have yet to play the Phantom Liberty expansion. That'll be coming next year. That's in its final stage, and then after that's done, I think the work on the sequel is really going to go into overdrive. Remember that CDPR is a big studio, it's a big publisher with a lot of different sectors and a lot of different people working on different projects. Witcher's being done by a plethora of different people, and then Witcher's also being outsourced to different studios. There's a third-party work on it. Lost Flood is working on it, as far as the various Witcher titles. So it's not all CDPR in-house doing every single one of these games, but yeah, they've got this, they've got 3 Witcher games, and they've got a third title, a new IP. It's actually their 5th title, I guess you would say. That'll be a new IP, and we don't know much about that. Remember, that is being done by a... currently, it's in the conceptual phase, and that's being handled by a small strike team. So that's way, way far down the line. Like, that's the type of game I think we'll see, like, literally in 8 to 10 years. Alright, moving on from that, probably the worst-kept secret in gaming in recent memory, Need for Speed Unbound has been announced for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC. So yes, next-generation exclusive title. Yes, it's a $70 game, so now you're really seeing us move on from the PlayStation 4 generation when a title like Need for Speed, you know, Gotham Knights scrapping its current gen version, Dead Space Remake, you know, it seems like we're really moving into next generation. Sony first party, still dropping, you know, God of War on both platforms, but nonetheless, the game notes race against the clock, outsmart the cops, and qualify each week for the Lakeshore's Ultimate Street Racing Challenge, The Grand. Fill your garage with precision-tuned custom machines, dress your own unique style and exclusive attire, and light up the streets with a soundtrack that echoes from every corner of the world. The world is your canvas. Bring graffiti to life with a completely new visual style, combining the latest street art with the most realistic cars ever seen for Need for Speed. Access a new toolkit full of energetic visuals and sound effects, including burst nitrous, a new boosting element for dizzying speed. Yeah, from a visual standpoint and a presentation standpoint, definitely a bit different from the Need for Speed we've known, but you know, differing Need for Speed and changing it up a bit, I think that's fine. Express yourself to the full extent of your abilities, go to meetups and show off your style with a host of items from the world's latest fashions, including exclusive gear. Then take your machine style to the next level and transform it with unique wraps and cutouts to match your legendary custom machine. Take the lead in races and strike your own winning pose to stand out from the crowd. Find freedoms as it flows. A soundtrack featuring some of the pioneering artists of the modern hip-hop scene, so it'll have a pretty in-depth soundtrack as well. The game will be hitting that release date that had been leaked for a while, December the 2nd. Again, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PC, Steam, Epic Game Store, and Origin. Need for Speed Unbound, one last game, hitting that December window, $70, so be prepared for that. And it's missing out on Black Friday, so, like, I can't really say, you know, just wait a couple weeks and you'll get it on sale. No, it's after Black Friday. Do I think it'll see a discount before Christmas hits? I'm inclined to say yes, but we'll see how that turns out. I might be wrong about that, since it's always a little bit difficult to predict how quickly those December games are going to go on sale. Sometimes you'll see a discount right before Christmas to give it a final push, and sometimes you just won't. But if it does see a discount, I see it going down to like the $49 range, like right around there. Nonetheless, again, December 2nd for that. Lastly, Serious Sam Siberian Mayhem. The cat was kind of let out of the bag with its console release based on the ESRB ratings listing, but it is now available for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series, released at $19.99. The game initially launched back on PC on January the 25th. So yeah, it is available right now. No time wasted at all for this one. So, you know, the Fallout 4, you know, release window where the game's announced and then it comes out 6 months later. You know, sometimes developers and publishers do stuff like this where a game is just announced and then boom, available. They just did that with Judgment on PC, where it was announced for PC and then available that day. So figure that one out. Obviously a smaller scale title. It's only $19.99 and they're probably just getting it out. Probably has been in the works for a little bit now, but yeah, that is available. If you want to buy it, again, very cheap, had a solid reception on PC, but ultimately, if you want to wait on a sale for it, you'll probably get it, you know, sub $10 by sometime next year. But that is going to do it for me. Again, Fallout 76 enjoying a free-to-play week period right now with new content rolling out for the game as well. You can get the game discounted at $9.99. It is included with PlayStation Plus Extra, so that's another way to play. Fallout 4, 75% off for $4.99 for the base game. Game of the Year Edition, 75% off for $9.99. Cyberpunk 2077 team is relocating to Boston for the sequel. Need for Speed Unbound officially revealed. That'll be dropping December the 2nd, and Serious Sam Siberian Mayhem is available right now for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series. That's gonna do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.